some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Huskies, long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going for it all. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. They start the season in the top 5, prime position to make a run. But what's the biggest danger there, Jesse?
Well, they need to avoid complacency. Top 5 tells me you've got potential. You were a good team a year ago. You got a lot of talent. But there's going to be a lot of really tough games on the schedule this year, David. So why not start early right here in week 1 and come shooting out of the cannon?
Shooting out of the cannon with a start. Everybody gets to look at, see how good you are. And that first impression is really big, right? Like, you can start climbing quickly and really get a high marks in people's heads if you can start the season on a great note.
This crowd full.
Yeah. I got Mike.
And letting them know it's going to be a long day. Dropping back, it's Baker. Caught near the sticks, it's Edwards. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations. So third down, they just want to make the home run, highlight type throw. But a nice job.
You mean your name's Mike?
Making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
Looking to throw on first down. Using his feet to buy time. Going to try to get it himself. There he goes. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time, it will get the first down. Big challenge for the defense.
Oh, okay.
Hand off from the shotgun. Still on his feet. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
Things looking really good for this offense on their first drive of the game. They've been able to get it done a lot of ways.
I thought.
There in the running game, great vision. He's able to break out, and he sets his offense up in 1st and goal.
Quarterback keeps.
Let's see, we got number 10 scoring.
Touchdown, Penn State. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out. He stopped at the 13. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's talk for just a second about Washington. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Pocket breaking down. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Don't always have to get rid of it quickly if you have that type of protection and enough time for a receiver to run that slow-developing route.
No doubt. He comes across the field. There's going to be a time where he's going to be open. Nice job by the QB seeing it, delivering the strike with the great protection.
Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
And the Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Snap it to the back. Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And this This offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. He uncorks one deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And the Huskies are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He tries to take the top off. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. They'll go back to work on offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Trying play action. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Got it in stride at the 15. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
After ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 13. Running back searching for a hole. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the run. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
3rd down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond them.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Huskies. Big time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. From the shotgun, the inside give. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Scanning the field, it's Baker. Going deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. It's against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the 2nd quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. We've put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
He wants to throw it again. The sweet feet buy a little time. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Going for the big play. He caught it. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Penn State 21, Washington 7.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. He's going for it all. He's got it down the left. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
What a throw on first down on the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that...
Catch and stride inside the 15. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
On first and goal, let's see what Washington does. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. They lost ground on first down. Now second and goal from the 5. Wants to go up top. Into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. At the 30. Tag. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And that's a great job by the defender there, back in his own end. He knew he had to make a play. He jumped the route, caught it, and he takes it all the way back. Forget flipping the field. How about scoring a touchdown?
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. This offense has it with really good field position. To the air, it's Baker. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And I bet this coaching staff is jacked up to get this offense firing so fast early in the season, on point. A lot of times it takes time to build the rhythm. It takes time to get it rolling. This offense started the season off with a bang.
Washington 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7. 7.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Wants to throw on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. Makes the grab right down the middle. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Looking downfield on first down. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's picked off for the third time today. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere. He's knocked down behind the line.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Running to Green. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move.
Going airborne! And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
The Nittany Lions trying to cash it in on first and goal. On the move. And he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Penn State 42, Washington 7.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, you can see why this team thinks this kid has a real bright future. It's amazing. He's only a true freshman. He's not built like one, though, and you saw it on that last play. Trust me, that is the first of many sacks in this kid's collegiate career.
Looking for a huge play. Pulls in the deep ball. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
And I like you got the first down of the drive. So maybe you can build on this now. I would play with some tempo, obviously getting closer to halftime here. maybe create some momentum, get a score here, and cut into this lead.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. To the air on first down. Going to take a shot at this DB. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
Dude, 2 drives, 2 INTs. I don't know who the backup quarterback is, but I might start thinking about doing something there. Goodness gracious. Keep turning the football over. Can't do it.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
The Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Quarterback will keep it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Here on 3rd down, will they go back to the running game? Looking to throw, it's Baker. Fires deep toward the end zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And it's so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Find some fresh air. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I love the play call there, and I love the run for a variety of reasons. Obviously, you're trying to settle your quarterback down after throwing 2 picks in the last 2 drives, but also you're able to generate a really nice gain for this offense and make 2nd and short so much easier, so much more manageable. It just allows your quarterback, too, to take a breath and exhale.
He's got it again. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive of the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Dances away to buy time. With the catch, it's Pope. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26.
Check, check. Blue 27 patio. Get ready.
Got a man. It's Balkinson. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Power football with the run. Oh, he's got some space. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Couldn't quite get it into the end zone as he's run out of bounds at the 7.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
They'll give it on the counter. Finding an escape route. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you've got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers.
42,
back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. All right, guys, let's chat for just a moment about Washington. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
Teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time.
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this. This coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Georgia has the lead right now, but they have not been able to separate themselves just yet between the hedges of Sanford Stadium. They're up by 13 over USC. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
From the gun, running back gets to give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, did you see the D tackle just slice through the offensive line? That's how you get penetration. That's how you dial up the tackle for loss.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Washington sends out the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll field the punt. Makes a move. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. play. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
They'll move the tight end. The toss sweep to the right. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
You got to wonder about the play call there. 3rd and long, hoping to catch the defense off guard, napping, but they weren't fooled. They made a play, got the tackle for loss. Now you've got 4th and California.
No good. Well, they missed the field goal. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone their way in this one.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
This is the football equivalent of throwing in the towel or no mas, as they will concede defeat.